division. They are a team. They're not doing fantastic in their Challenger League division, but they're definitely one that I'm continually like having my head turned by, like, oh, they beat that team. Oh, they won a map here. Like, okay, like there might be something going on here.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it's time for us to head into Nuke. See what Mindfreak can do in the ways of potentially causing an upset tonight. I think that's what would be considered an upset. I think that's a fair statement to make. Not to sort of discredit the work that Mindfreak have been putting in, but here's Damio for his first appearance. And he gets the first blood onto Forlex. 1 for 1. Probably about as good as you can hope at that range with the USP. PZ, though, dropping with those dualies in hand is not ideal for BNK. It's going to put them in a bit of a spot of bother. They've got plenty of guys just scurrying around on heaven, but no real shots connecting. Super Tux able to strike, and Mindfreak off to a bit of a belter in the pistol.
It's a good start. It's exactly what you want to see from them if they're going to try to steal a map away. Addict on the Heaven Rat has got a nice timing to probably at least find Tux. An HE grenade to follow up as well, but no kit. Tux is going to check him. That's an easy first, but a good opportunity now for Mindfreak to set up a nice little crossfire. Double swing off of that player playing silo side.
Well, Nate's not really going to do a whole lot, and nor is Addict, as his head is taken off by Super with a pretty solid pistol round from him individually. 3 kills in it. Got that USP pretty early on and was able to make good use of it. So Mindfreak straight into the Buyers Club.
It's going to be a good one for Super to be starting off strong. One of the kind of younger players. Get him some confidence in this matchup. I think Mindfreak, they've played enough games now, and all of these players pretty much have played enough games now to believe they can probably upset this matchup. Not too worried about them, you know, dealing with too many nerves or anything like that, especially in a round robin stage like this. Wall of smoke across the outside. Pretty simple 1-4. Super left up on silo. I was going to say the rest of the boys coming down lower, but it's actually just Gump. And he started it off beautifully, taking out PC here early on. And Mindfreak now just calling the freeze. Quite happy to hold on to this outside control. BNK playing the 4v5 by taking lobby in response. Here's the second wave of smokes and the flashes over the outside yard.
Yeah, a lot of out of control from Mindfreak in the first couple of rounds. They seem to want to try and head in that direction. Do have Addict floating around at Hell. And with the MP9 might be able to get a bit of work done. He spotted out Slimy. Not expecting Super so close, but still able to land the shots he needs. And Super will be a bit disappointed with that. Does come down to the trade from the nade. Gump eating a bunch of damage as well in the meanwhile. This has all of a sudden gotten a little bit scarier for Mindfreak than it ought to have. Good trade from Damio as well. And Tux suddenly alone. The Galil at the bottom of the vent. So he's not too pleased about these circumstances, and having to break the vent as well is going to make life even more difficult. So good little pick up there for BNK. Force buy, it does work out for them.
Can't believe they turned that one around. Mindfreak, bit of a missed opportunity. You know, I felt like they were kind of playing to, in the early round, what they wanted, really. They punished the secret push there from PZ. They're in a 5v4. Second wave of smoke goes out onto the outside yard, and they just couldn't convert the mid to late round there. BNK has punished them early on. That's going to be a bit of a stop of the momentum here on the T side. They're going to try to recover that with a force bite, but only 4 grenades here across the whole team here for Mindfreak is not really ideal. See what they're going to be able to try to put together with those. Bit of deagle pressure on outside from Slimy. Doesn't find too much of anything. Not anything really given by BNK here early on. Just PZ posted from Aircon. Addict's playing off of that contact. Hazard's ready to play that third pivot from over on Addict's side. After a little bit of pressure on outside, Mindfreak start to walk towards the ramp room.
Perfect line to be playing with the Orb. Brace. Maybe not quite cleaning things up as easily as you would hope, but job's being done really anyway. He's made sure that there's no entry into ramp room allowed keeping himself alive, and Mindfreak will reroute themselves in a different direction to kind of just spend a bit of time hanging out in the lobby. It's like all the fans at IEM Sydney. There was a lot of them hanging out in the hotel lobby.
You don't want to be hanging around for too long in the hotel lobby, though, or you're going to get bumped by the doorman.
Well, it seems like hazr is doing just a good job of that. A couple of quick ones with the FAMAS. Not really much in this one for Mindfreak at all. I mean, to be fair, they've, I guess, baited out a lot of their CT util, and there's one good shot from Super, but it's about all they're going to get. And it was only a FAMAS lost, so no big concerns for BNK.
Now into an anti-eco. I mean, anything that they lost, they can start to recover it now. Just don't think there was really too much left to the imagination in that round for Mindfreak. Like, they just had pistol force with like 4 grenades. There wasn't a lot they could do with a buy like that, unfortunately. Money looking decent for BNK. It could start to get better though. I think if Damio continues the same form we've seen from him domestically, this BNK team just continues to have a very solid rifling core.
That is a huge flurry of frags coming out on the outside. That round just disappeared into nothing. I mean, great spray down from hazr. 3k with the M4A1S is not easy to do. 3 and 1. And then blink of an eye, Mindfreak just get swept aside. And I wonder if that's BNK kind of reading into the tendency of Mindfreak to try to explore outer early, which is something that they've been doing a fair bit on this T side so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's time for Mindfreak to get going after the slip up, unfortunately, in round number 2. This half could have been on easy street for them, and now they're going to have to do it the hard way. Money pretty solid here for BNK, although they did took a couple of guns away in that previous round. BZ going to swing the door wide open. Aggression, hand in hand, is hazr, who gets cops the flash. Beautiful setup from Tux. Brace also aggressing in through ramp room. Damio's next on the pivot from hut side. But
Wow.
It's good trades for Mindfreak so far.
Yeah, Brace is going to have to go scrambling back up into heaven. But he'll be way too late to do anything about this bomb plan. And maybe Addict can find a timing onto Gump. Brace has actually crept his way out onto the rafters as well. I'm not sure how he's managed to do that, but what? That just feels illegal, that it should be that easy for a 2-on-3 retake, but I guess them's the breaks sometimes.
Yeah, it just feels like Mindfreak, although they're creating themselves some opportunities and showing some good stuff, feels like it's kind of falling apart in the mid to late round a lot of the time. BNK just intuitively finding the right times to aggress and pick these rounds apart. Bomb plant plus the loss bonus still doesn't really give Mindfreak a comfortable buy, but they're going to take it anyway. Going to be a little lackluster on the util, which is really not what you want on T-side of Nuke. They've got 5 smokes, but a singular flash and a singular Molotov and 1 HE grenade. So again, it's going to be like easy wall of smokes across the outside, maybe 1 side smoke, but that's about it. It's basically just timings. This is a good opportunity for BNK to do what they do best, which is, you know, fully with util, find really nice util timings. The AWP is going to be a problem as well. Can't flash him off the line, but they've at least made it across to lower, which I think kind of is best case scenario. hazr actually hasn't got a whole lot of util to hold Secret down here, so he needs to be careful not to go down, but he's picked a really nice timing to pick Gump there.
Oh, what? PC not able to land the shot. Bit of a tight one anyway. And he'll change his position up, which is fair enough, leaving Brace to keep an eye on outer. Not too much happening out there, though. Mindfreak a little bit more concerned about working through unders. And hazr has had a bit of a haircut, so he's back into the site and not too interested in sticking around at Decon, though. We'll have to turn around in just a second. He gets his timing right. Tuck's just out of no man's land with the molly, and PZ's hitting no scopes. It has started to go from bad to worse for Mindfreak in this new BNK roster. It's certainly not skipping a beat.
Gonna reroute back to upper. You've still got Damio on the side anchor, though. This is exactly what he's brought into a roster to do most of the time. Buying time in the man advantage. It's beautiful movement around the silo, and even though he goes down, they know exactly where Slimy is, giving him the space to plant. As they're quite split up here, don't want to give him easy one-on-ones.
Well, that's a bit too easy for B&K in the end. But nice to at least get the bomb plant down. The thing is, though, like, Mindfreak are not really doing enough damage to the CT economy to put any pressure on at the moment. 3 guns through as well from B&K will keep things moving in the right direction, if slightly. But the bomb plan at least will give Mindfreak what they need into round number 7.
Yeah, a little bit better of a buy round. I think some good lessons been learnt for Mindfreak in a game like this. Need to kind of tighten up the mid to late rounds a little bit. Opening of some of these rounds are looking okay. This time does seem like Tark's throwing the outside wall of smokes, and they're probably going to go for a quicker set play towards uppers here. Just waiting for the right timing.
What's Damio holding on to? Molly. Just going to throw the smoke over to hazr. Timing on that molly is going to be pretty important. As soon as the top hut molly comes through, the actual hut molly comes through, and so Damio, that's perfect util usage from him. Great exchange as far as B&K is concerned, and they are ready and prepared for the push. 2 for 1 so far. PC's hitting his shots with the AWP today. But then again, a couple of trades come through from Mindfreak, and all of a sudden Slimy and Brace are the last 2 players alive, 1 per team. Brace hasn't been spot creeping out again, and he might get away with another push out onto rafters. It's got to be a painful one to lose for Mindfreak.
It's just so rough, isn't it? They just can't win a clutch. They can't win an XVX. Sometimes it'd be like that. I mean, a little bit better for that to happen to you on the T side, where you do keep having the money to recover from it and keep trying to crack into it. But you got to get some rounds at some point. Like, they are looking somewhat competitive here and there, you know. Some of these rounds getting close. But B&K's taking all of them right now. See how the half buy goes for them. Tech 9 investment. Looks like they've got something in particular in mind. Door gets blown open. There's the smokes across outside to play info denial. And looking like maybe another uppers timing here from the Mindfreak boys.
Not sure it's going to work out, but that's a great start if it will. Still, you got to get past 2 more players on this bomb site, of which PC with the AWP is 1. He makes it difficult. Tanko's hiding inside the smoke. They will not be expecting him there, but the thing is, I don't know if the smoke's going to fade favorably for him. We'll allow the plant to go down. This is potentially Galaxy Brain from Damio, but it could look very silly in just a second. There's 1 kill from him and another, so ends up working out. And he'll pop a smoke down on the bomb, which potentially will help Addict out. Thing is, he's not expecting Addict from the ground floor, and so Tux once again, unfortunately for Mindfreak, will have to lose another frustrating round because they get so close, but yet they're still so far away. 7-1. Damio. I mean, I like it. That's the kind of thing I would do. Normally it wouldn't work for me, but it worked for him.
Yeah, there's a reason why you're a caster, buddy.
That's true.
We're also getting on a bit, to be fair. But these players, these older players, you know, 30 pluses at the major, they give me hope, you know. I see glowing, rolling on through, having a good performance. You know, majors dropping bombs. I'm thinking, might be time for us, Jordan.
Perhaps. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I could do with some sticker money myself.
Caster stickers when. Never mind, we don't get to cast the major. Anyway, Mindfreak, I think, I mean, yeah, some of us. Mindfreak, that's a really good timing for attack, I gotta say. They have taken a lot of guns off B&K. This is actually an important swing round that could make this half look much less dismal for them. Chance to reset that CT side economy. Let's see what they've cooked up in 30 seconds or less. A nice quick little snack.
Yeah, I don't know if you can make anything very good in 30 seconds or less, but hopefully Mindfreak at least have a decent strat that they prepared earlier, but hazr has got other ideas. Smoke's going to be blown open. Attic doesn't see anything out on the site, and that'll give even more info for hazr, who cleans up a very nice 4K. And just as you're starting to think, well, maybe there's something here for Mindfreak, how about 4 guns taken through for B&K?
Yeah, that's not what I was hoping for, and maybe you were right. Maybe it takes a little longer to cook something nice. Got to put your heart and soul into it. It's feeling a little one-dimensional. Like Mindfreak, I can understand that they're trying not to go for that results-oriented approach, you know, where they're thinking, oh, these rounds are getting close with these uppers busts on the different timings. We're almost getting there, but, you know, at the end of the day, none of them have really secured them around. Here's, again, front door smoke, wall of smokes across the outside, a lot of info denial. B&K trying to nade open the smokes to actually find a nice timing to pick one of these T's before they can make inroads anywhere. And again, Mindfreak's going for yet another uppers timing. This is where I kind of wonder if this is their playbook on Nuke or whether they're using something like ECL to practice a particular play. Because it's definitely something that used to be a thing back in the Premier days.
There's no way. This surely never works. Oh, but it almost does. Almost. Yeah, that'll be the A site cracked open, but let's not forget the last time Brace and PZ, well, it was Brace and Anik last time in the 2-on-3, but they made it pretty comfortable. Here's another chance. PZ on the fast flank. He who dares venture into the hut may not make it out of this round alive. But if they go through Squeaky, well, there could be problems as well, because PZ's there, ready and waiting, and he will not miss. So now it just comes down to Gump, and they've got to clear out Annex, or perhaps even just smoke it off. Not sure if the bomb was planted for him or behind the silo. Right, he'll blow the smoke open. Oh, and that's problems now for Brace, because he's going to have to defuse right in front of Gump, though just tries to draw the peek out and won't be able to do so, and that's going to be the end of the round. Mindfreak, finally, they will get away with one.
It's good stuff. But as you mentioned, the 4 alive for B&K means it's not a reset round yet, Jordan. This would be the reset round. So here's the opportunity for Mindfreak. And actually, if they drop this one there and they don't get bomb plant, they're going to be pretty broke. It's going to be like 3k on everyone but Tux. So this is a bit of a swing round at the end of the half here. Could be a 10-2, could be an 8-4. Find out now.
Big swing round on offer. B&K are going to try something a little bit different by pushing Addict forward on outer. Do you have PZ watching from the warehouse as well? But he's been smoked off, so he's kind of just Addict isolated. And if he gets cleared, could be problems, though. It's only Gump. And Addict won that duel, so Mindfreak lose full control of outer. Now have to be aware of a potential push coming through behind them. Brace also hitting himself some nice shots there onto Super. And PZ posted on the line to prevent any attempt at the refrag from coming on through. This round has just gone perfectly for B&K. Everything they've tried to put together has worked out really nicely. And that is a 9th and a potential 10th as well.
Yeah, 4 players on 3k. Not where you want to be, fighting for the end of this half here for Mindfreak. And this is looking like a good showing for B&K. Looking pretty solid in the mid to late round. There's no weak link in this team right now. Most of the team all within a frag of each other. Hazr a little ahead of the rest of everyone else, because pretty sure he's playing this pivot position from Annex, and that's where all the pressure has been happening this game. Going to be an uppers crunch, I think, with the AWP creeping up on the radio line.
Once again, Mindfreak want to get out of control, and they do get it.
Yeah, they've lost their lurker though. That's problems. So much info for the CT side, and they're actually beating the T's on the rotation down to lower.
Addict's getting the info too, spotting them out. Sees another player crossing down into secret, so those guys down on B should be well prepared though. Tux, ooh, missing the shot. He's going to get cleaned up by this grenade, which further increases the lead that B&K have got. Mindfreak starting to wonder where can they even go at this point, because it's just Slimy and Gump. Yeah, at least the orb's been retrieved, but for all the good that's going to do, looks like a pretty damn good setup here for the CTs down on B. Brace though, now left alone. Needs to just keep his head down so he can provide time for those rotates to come in. Or perhaps just win the round himself. There you go. That's that. 10-2. It was the foretold scoreline, and B&K will be happy with it. Alrighty, back into the swing of things, and the things are not really swinging tonight. If you're Mindfreak, at least they've only got the 2 rounds on the board. It's not where you'd want to be. They're going to call an instant tack timeout at the start of the half. Hopefully there's nothing up, but they need this pistol.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an important round, so I can understand the tack. Kind of important as well that they just like win this round cleanly. No bomb plant, no extra asterisks. Get themselves off to the best possible start CT side to actually come back. But look, covering a 2-10 scoreline deficit. CT side, I don't know about that. I'll be very impressed to see it. Although, I mean, this is ancient history, but I remember the initial Mindfreak roster had some crazy CT sides on this map. I think they had a similar kind of position to this. Like, they might have been down like 4-11 or something. We're like, no way they come back from this, and actually did.
3 dualies. Or 6 dualies. I'm not sure. What's the correct terminology? Either way, they've got a lot of them. Does mean 2 players have to go without armor. And one of the dualies is already out of the picture, so that is not ideal. 4lex on top of Hut. Going to be able to catch Damio, but PZ will bring him down to bear, and Tux unable to do too much. Beyond just the 1 kill with that USP. It's up to Super once again, but this time he can't repeat his heroics in the pistol round, and that's 11 for BNK.
They ran into the ramp stack, no? And somehow, running into like a 2 or 3... I mean, at least from the minimap, it looked like 2 or 3 players from CT side on ramp. Somehow the T's run in there, get a pick, and are able to get out for free.
Yeah.
Then just pivot back to upper. Like, how does that happen? Not really sure. Of course, force buy from Mindfreak. They don't really have a choice at this point. Orlex showing his confidence level of their ability to win this force buy by giving the fact that he's holding on to 1,200 bucks. He's looking to pad the stats.
Yes, sir.
Buy another rifle in the next round.
Well, there's one for Brace already. And he's wisely backed off, actually, because there's quite a lot of Mindfreak members having a look in his direction.
Throwing most of their util on outside. Damio, the last one with util left, and he's using it very well. No chance for the CTs to peek out Megaton. Race coming on back through here, and Slimy has been very patient. Still somehow Tux dies there. He's been absolutely robbed, and that flash has somehow caught Slimy. It's all going wrong for Mindfreak this game. Just one of those days, unfortunately.
Yeah, one of those maps. I mean, look, the thing is, it is 2 individual best of ones, so you can still kind of take heart in that, that there is a possibility that you can still get quite a lot of points out of this matchup. No one was expecting Mindfreak to win 2-0 tonight, so if they go 1-1, that's more than acceptable.
Look, I'll take it one step forward, one step further for you, Jordan. Each individual round is just a round.
That's true.
If you think about it.
When you really think about it.
This is a new round. Round 15. That if they just play each individual round from here on out, they can win the whole series.
I mean, I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I'm not disagreeing.
It's amazing what you can do when you expand your mind. Look, this buy is terrible, but it could win. CT side Nuke. Get some closer range angles, get some scout tags. Get 4lex to get a little multi-frag in there. I could see it coming together. BNK giving them absolutely nothing though. Progression smoke on outside, and they're just turtled in lobby. Now a little transition back to the wall of smokes on outside. And they're actually going to commit over with Addict, who hasn't really seen a whole lot over there.
Slimy wants to get himself involved with that scout, and has done a good job. Bit of chip damage onto Hazard. There's some more onto Damio. Ooh, very close. But this grenade could actually be quite imperative. Will it be able to pick up 1 or 2 kills? Not quite, but close. Look at how low these BNK members are. PZ, luckily, at least is able to strike onto Slimy to kind of make the round look a little more comfortable for BNK. But at this point, this is actually getting really worrisome for BNK.
They're going back to upper. No, they're back in lower again. Pressure on Gump now. Big rotation down Megaton. The CTs are in position. And Gump's doing even more damage. I think they've got it. It's like I said, Jordan. It's just 1 round at a time, mate. They weren't lying.
Let's hold on and see what Brace can do. He's 19 seconds, so unlikely to get too much. But if he can get that freebie onto Tux, that'll help. Now it's really onto Damio somehow. Oh, he's got a kill with a Molotov,
no
and then...
shot.
Where's the bomb plant? Where's the bomb? Where is the bomb? It's behind the silo. They're going to both be able to sit there, and okay, double swings on offer here. This is actually still winnable for BNK. One goes left, one goes right. Super tucked in the corner. He's playing patiently. Molly into double doors. It starts to get a little more difficult now for Super, and that's it.
No way.
Dealt with by Brace, 13-2. A valiant attempt from Mindfreak, but it is clear that it was just BNK every single time coming up with the goods.
They just couldn't win an XVX tonight. It's okay. It happens. Was it a particularly close game of Counter-Strike? Unfortunately, no.